So I'm actually going to be replacing it with these Yitamotor Tow Mirrors. Now I don't have the puddle lights or the turn signals embedded in my side view mirrors, but I've read reports that after installing these Yitamotor Tow Mirrors, that people have gained those features. So we're going to test it out, and you guys will find out later in the video if it does actually work or not. Packaged really well. Hold this phone. And there is the side view mirror. You see the turn signals embedded down here. You see the puddle light right there. So we'll see if those work. And also, supposedly these are heated. Might have to do an updated video later on about that. All right, now these are manual adjust. Yeah, I'm really excited to get these on actually. Those other mirrors are pretty, they're actually pretty small for a huge truck. So we'll see how they look. All right, let's go ahead and get them installed. Okay, now there are 4 screws you have to get to. 2 of them are covered and 2 of them are at the bottom. There's one behind this panel. It's kind of a pain to get off, and you can kind of already see I have scratches all over it, but I'll show you how to get that off. There's another one underneath this panel. That one's fairly easy to get off. And then you have 2 bolts underneath here. One here and one here. Now these 2 are 6mm bolts, and then the 2 up here are 8mm bolts. So you're gonna wanna use a tool like this, some kind of pick, to get behind this. Pull the door handle out. And get behind here. Oh, there we go. You pop it out. It's definitely a pain. You're going to scratch it, but try to do the least amount of damage that you can. And there's your bolt right there. All right, now this one is definitely easier than that was. Underneath of it. You pull up. Bolt your screws. Like I said, these are 8mm. There's one. Two. Now these 2 are 6mm bolts. One. It's 2. All right, now this part's very easy. You just lift up on the door panel and take it off. Just like that. And now here you have 3 bolts. They're 11mm. Before you do that, I'm gonna pull this up and disconnect your wire harness. Then you can remove them. There's 1. There's 2. Now for the 3rd one, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to reach over and grab it with your hand as you're loosening it up. That way the mirror doesn't fall out. There's your 3rd bolt. Now, you can remove your mirror. All right, come around here. Make sure you line up those 3 holes. Like that. Now I'm going to reuse my old nuts. These are 11mm. The reason why is because I literally cannot find my 10mm. And that's what the new nuts come with. The new nuts are 10mm, so I'm going to reuse the old ones. And they do screw right on. It's, same thread. I forgot to mention this earlier, but when you do put it in, make sure you watch that electric connector. Make sure it doesn't bind up anywhere. Put the bolts in. Just tighten them down. Now I'm just going to go back and forth here so I can get an even seal. It's tight. It's tight. You want to make sure you just make these hand tight, and then just go back over, make sure they are tight. All right, so now go ahead and connect your electrical connector like that. Now you'll notice this channel for your connector kind of goes with the wire. You just push this around it and it seals it back up like that. All right, now we're going to check around here, make sure this is all flush, and it is. Now, it's a lot of aftermarket products. I notice a lot of the times they don't fit properly, but these fit perfect. So Yitamotor actually did a really good job on these mirrors. I'm very, very impressed with them. All right, now before you put the door panel back on, just make sure that everything works. All right, so I'm gonna check the puddle light, I'm gonna check the turn signal, and obviously I'm gonna check the mirror adjustment on it too to make sure it actually works. That's very easy, I can do that right now. You can see it moving, so that works. So that works perfect. Now the bottom mirror, obviously it can't connect both mirrors, so you're gonna have to adjust that manually, but that's one that you adjust once and you never have to adjust it again. Now my door's been open for a little while, so all the lights went out, but the one way to get them back on to make sure that the puddle light works is just to hit your unlock button. You can see underneath, that was on, and you guys probably could have seen when I hit that unlock button, your turn signal comes on too. So both of those are working. I can't test it right now, but I will eventually do an update video on this to let you guys know if the heat element actually does work. I'm not sure about that, but I know that the turn signal and the puddle lamp do work. There's little hooks on this side and over on the other side too. You gotta go through these holes. There and there, here. And you also wanna make sure you line up the door lock with your hole here. Now you wanna check all the gaps to make sure it's flush. That means that all those hooks went into place. Hey, you watching the video. We noticed that a lot of you guys aren't subscribing, so do us a favor, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.
That was good. What he said.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Trick Shift Garage content. See you on the next one.